Welcome back to my channel, everyone. We are up to another NHL video today. Today, we are going to rank all teams based on their rankings in 5 years. We're going to try and predict how teams will be in 5 years. We're going to do alphabetically like the previous video. So Anaheim will be our first target. But yeah, so basically everything according to their prospects, which I am not the biggest expert on every team's prospects, but according to their past players, all the signatures and the present, everything in factor to see which teams will be dominant in 5 years, basically in 2030, let's say 2029, 2030. So yeah, first off, Anaheim. All right. Anaheim is in a rebuild. They've started their rebuilds like 3 years ago, maybe. They were a pretty solid team before. In 5 years, if they don't trade Zegras, if they keep their prospects, there's not Mishkov, but there's Cutter Gauthier. Um, Man, I can't, I forget the names of players, but if Anaheim stays with their lineups, well, with their prospects at the moment, I'm pretty sure they will be a powerhouse. Um, should I put them in SC contenders actually? Um, in 5 years, maybe not, because some will still develop. They're still a bottom, like very low team. This year, I think the next year they will also be extremely trash, but in 5 years, they're gonna be very decent, and yeah, maybe not Stanley Cup contenders yet, but pretty close. Arizona Coyotes. This is a team that I don't really know for prospects. I know they have good prospects, but I don't know how good they will perform in the future. I think I will still put them in a playoff spot because it's Arizona, and with all the trades that they've made and all the sign-ins and all the bots, the buyings that they made with the older players, um, you know, their core is pretty young, and I think they will do decent damage, but maybe not as much as the Ducks in the future. As of Boston, right, Bergeron and Krejci retired. Marchand is gonna be is very old. I think he's 33 years old right now. So I don't think 38 he may be still be playing. They don't have any prospects, any decent prospects at least. Um, I think that would I will put them fringe playoff teams because they've been extremely good for years, and now that their best players are getting older and older, I don't think they will be powerhouse anymore in 5 years in 2029. I don't think so. The Sabres. Okay, it's been 5 years. Like in 2019, people kept saying in 2024 Buffalo will be so good, and once again they're disappointing everyone. But Dahlin, Cousins, Tuck, Mittelstadt, Luukkonen, they have so many power. They have so many young people that will actually make a difference. That I'm pretty convinced they will make a difference. So I have to put Buffalo in second round machines. Maybe not powerhouse, but definitely up there because it's a very talented team. Well, potentially talented team. I hope they keep their core like it is because they will do some damage in the future. Calgary. Um, I don't have much to say about Calgary. I feel like they keep trying some stuff that never really works out. Sometimes they will have bursts of good seasons, finishing first of the West, and then other seasons they're just absolute trash. I don't see a big future for the Flames. Um, I think I'll put them mid low. I can't imagine myself. Imagine the Flames being that high in the future with those players. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know their prospects, but I don't think it's but that's good. Carolina. In 5 years, Sveshnikov will be what around 28. Aho will be 32. They will be at their peak or past their peak. If they find a good goaltender, I mean, Kochetkov is probably going to be extremely good. The defense is still amazing, but in 5 years it will decline. With the attack that they have, I think I'll put them in second round machines just because powerhouse would be a bit too high for Carolina in my opinion. Um, yeah. As of Chicago, look, I'm gonna put them in powerhouse because they're pretty much at the same level as Anaheim right now. They have Bedard. They have a lot of good young prospects. I know they have a Nazar. They have a I can't mention many of them, but I know, like, I remember NHL discussion on Instagram posting all of the prospects, the prospect pool of each team every season. I know Chicago has a good prospect pool, so I'll have to put them in powerhouse, even though I know 5 years is a bit of short notice. But Chicago has been at the bottom for quite a while, and with the Bedard addition and potentially even Celebrini, they will be extremely good. The rest is going to be goaltender and even defense, although the defense is not that bad. Well, it won't be that bad. Colorado Avalanche. McKinnon is what, 28 years old? He was drafted in 2014, 18 years old. So, oh, wait. Oh, yeah, well, I mean, he's 28. Around 28 or something. 27 maybe. He will be 33. He will still be dominant. I think by then they will have found a goaltender that will help them. So honestly, Colorado, even though 5 years is kind of a long time to stay on top, I think they will stay a powerhouse. I don't think they will decline that much. Fortunately for them. Columbus is the kind of team that just trades their superstars and stays trash all the time. With the David Jiricek comment 2 days ago. If Columbus trades him, it's just terrible. Honestly, Johnny Gaudreau is not doing that much. There's a lot of good prospects. However, Columbus does have a bunch of prospects, but yeah, I don't know. I don't see something that well, but I still gonna put them fringe because it's Columbus and the prospect pool is just too good for me to put mid low. And with their history, I don't think they can sustain being a playoff team that much in the future. Although they have extremely good prospects. I, if Kekalainen gets fired, maybe playoff team, even maybe second round machine. But I will leave them fringe for what it is right now. So yeah, Dallas Stars. Pavelski is probably going to be retired. Duchesne is going to be old. Ben is going to be old. There's going to be Robertson, Hintz, Uttinger, Heiskanen, which is still a decent core, but maybe not enough to be a powerhouse like, in my opinion, they are right now. Dallas Stars will be a playoff team. Nothing more, really, I think. They will be pretty mid fringe even, but playoff team, I think they will assure a spot in the playoffs. By the way, after all of this, I'm probably going to have maybe 10 teams in the East in playoff spots, but that's just how it is. There are some there are some that are going to disappoint, and maybe even some in the lower categories that will surprise us. Detroit Red Wings. Okay, they have Sebastian Kosa, a goaltender that is young and I think is going to be good. I haven't checked his stats in a while, however. I don't know how well he's performing, but for the rest of the team, I think they're building a pretty well, very solid core. I will put them in second round machines. Now I know that second round contains 4 teams, and that is already 3 Eastern teams. So yeah, I mean, second round machines doesn't need to be first every year. Second round can be every 2 years. Still considered second round machines to me. Edmonton, McDavid is gonna be what, 32. Draisaitl around the same age, a bit older. Um, they have Broberg, which is bad. I don't even think they have. Why did I mention him? They will have Bouchard. Unfortunately, their goaltender situation may not be good. So I will put them in second round machines because I don't think they will perform that well in the playoffs. To be honest, um, I mean they do have McDavid, they do have Draisaitl, they do have Bouchard, but the rest they will need to solidify their core and add some depth to it because the Oilers otherwise are gonna get fucked in the playoffs because the playoffs are a different game than regular season, as everyone knows. Florida Panthers, Kachuk, Ekblad, Daleen, not Daleen. Um, what am I thinking about? I don't even remember. But their prospects just not really existent. I think I have to put them mid low, honestly. Although Kachuk is gonna still make a difference for a while, I couldn't put them fringe. I just don't think they will be really dominant that much in the future. Florida will decline with time, as well as Boston, Columbus. Columbus will rise actually, because Columbus right now is trash. Would be in trash. Yeah, I don't have much to say about Florida to be honest. L.A. Okay. But well, with the Dubois situation, if it stays like this, they will continue being trash. Dowdy is gonna be retired probably. They have Fiala. They have a good core. They have excellent prospects. I think they could do decent damage in the future. Right now, however, if the core stays the same with Dubois in it, they're a playoff team, not more, nothing more. They I feel like Dubois is just creating bad things in the locker rooms, and I have for that reason I have to put LA in playoff teams. Minnesota, um, all right, they don't have many prospects. They do have a little bit. They have Marco Rossi that's developing well. Kaprizov will probably stay there. Well, yeah, he just signed a contract. Eriksson Ek, he's gonna be good. Well, he is already good, but he will stay there and be decent. They have Wallstedt, which is a goaler that Edmonton didn't pick. I think they will be a playoff team. I think they will stay as mid as they always were. They will continue doing the first round of playoffs and then getting kicked out. I feel like it is just Minnesota lifestyle. But yeah, Montreal. Um, all right, some people will say that I'm biased, but honestly, I do check stuff pretty rationally. I think they will be a powerhouse. The only ick is gonna be the goaltending. I don't think there's any goaltender that can potentially be stellar for Montreal, except if Montembeault stays the same as this year. He will be a big difference maker in the games. And now we can talk about Suzuki, Slavkovsky, Caulfield, Doc will stay there. There's a plenty of defensemen there. Goulet is going to be very, very good. Chekai as well. There's a lot of good pieces that will potentially create chemistry and be absolutely devastating for the other teams. I think Montreal does have one of the best futures in the NHL, as well as Anaheim and Columbus. Although with the GM's reputation, I have to put Columbus in fringe just because of that. So don't bash me. It's because of the GM, not because of your players. So yeah, Montreal. If Montembeault stays the same and the defense, Montreal will have just so many defensemen. Hopefully, Kent Hughes could trade one of them for making the offense a bit more in depth. So yeah, that is it for Montreal. Now for Anaheim, they have good young players. Saros will be pretty old, I think. I don't really know. I think Nashville would be mid low. I don't even think they will be fringe playoff teams. I don't see much. Philip Forsberg will be, I don't know how old, but certainly not the youngest player. And Evangelista and Novak, I mean, maybe they will stay as good as they are right now, which is obviously not superstar level. But if they can sustain that, sure, they can be up there. But I don't know. Nashville in general, I don't see the biggest future for them. New Jersey Devils, Stanley Cup contenders. They proved it last year with their extremely young core that they can go far. They had a stellar regular season, and they will just be so dominant in the future. They are already dominant. It's just the amount of injuries that is happening right now. They don't seem that dominant, but I think it was bound to happen that this year New Jersey will be bad. But yes, last year we got they proved to everyone that they could, and with their extremely young core, they will just continue being better. Luke Hughes is an absolute master. Yeah, New Jersey Devils definitely Stanley Cup contenders. I don't know why Powerhouse and SC contenders are together, to be honest, but I mean second round. Okay, no, third and I guess Stanley Cup final. All right, New York Islanders. They don't have any prospects, right? Hey, I'm sorry. I think I have to put the Islanders in trash because I can't see the future. Yeah, Noah Dobson is amazing, but like their core is old. I, their core is pretty old. From what I remember, the Islanders core is not that young at all. I don't like. There's Barzell, there's Horvat, but both of them will be probably 30 past. So yeah, they will. So with a lack of potential prospects that they currently have, I don't really know what kind of prospects the Islanders have, to be honest. But it's not looking good in my view. It's not looking good. Maybe I'm completely wrong, and I should check more in depth what the Islanders have, and if they have a lot of draft picks, because that is also something that I don't really know about them. But yeah, for now, to me, it's trash. New York Rangers. Um, yeah, the Rangers will be good. They have good young players. They don't have that many prospects, but their current players will be there around in 2019. I could put them in second round machines or even powerhouses. I'll keep them in second round. Yeah, I'll keep them in second round because Panarin, Zibanejad, um, and Kreider will be pretty old by then. I think they will still be very decent. But for example, if I put in 10 years, New York Rangers will probably be at the bottom of this chart. But in 5 years, I see the Rangers being still extremely good. Ottawa Senators. Now I know everyone expected Ottawa to be good this year, and they're not. But I do truly believe that they will be extremely powerful, and I will put them in powerhouses, in the powerhouse category, just because Ottawa has so much potential with their franchise. I think they have an extremely good future in 5 years at least. Maybe not next year, maybe not even in 3 years, but in 5 years, I could see the Senators going far and maybe even winning the Stanley Cup for the first time in their recent history. Philadelphia. Okay, well, Carter Hart is arguably not coming back to the NHL. Um, so that is a big, tough news for the Flyers. And I don't really know what they would trade for a good goalie because their defense is limited and their offense is limited as well as for the future. So I think I'll put them in fringe because I don't see them being really trash. They have Morgan Frost. They have Konechny and Konechny and Couturier that will be old, but I for some reason I think they will still be playing by then, and they will still bring a good impact for the Flyers. So I'll put them in fringe for now. Pittsburgh trash. That Malkin, Latang, and Crosby will probably all be retired. I don't see they do not have any prospects of a decent level to sustain a playoff team at all, at least from what I know. And Carlson, there will be Carlson, there will be Genzel if everyone leaves, if everyone stays, obviously, but it won't be able to sustain any decent team. We know it with Columbus, with Johnny Gaudreau, that everyone thought he was good, but then he went with no leadership and he wasn't able to take it. So I wonder if Genzel is gonna stay good when Crosby, Malkin, and Latang are gonna be gone. I don't think so. I think Genzel is really well fed by Crosby and Malkin and Latang. So yeah, Penguins, enjoy your last years of dominance. Well, dominance. I know you're pretty low this year, but I think this year could be a bounce back year. But yeah, in 5 years, I think you will be in the bottom of the standings. San Jose Sharks, they have proven that they are kind of decent for the future. I don't think they will be a powerhouse. I think they will just be a playoff team, to be honest. Even fringe, because actually no, their prospects are pretty decent. I can't name any prospects, but no, the Sharks will definitely be pretty decent. Also, Anaheim, Leo Carlson. Just thought about that. But the Sharks, I can't, I can't see much in the future, at least near future in 5 years. Not much going on for them. Seattle Kraken. This is just unknown. This is unknown. They don't really have prospects, and their core will probably change, but I don't feel like it's gonna change that much. I feel like their depth is still gonna be there, but I'll put them in fringe because I don't really know what Seattle is has in their bags to continue being a playoff team. Right now, they are a fringe playoff team, but I think they will stay there unless they do a complete rebuild. I don't think much will happen. So yeah, St. Louis Blues. They do have good young players. They have a young core. But Bennington will be pretty much older. Still gonna be influential, I believe. So I think I'll put them in second round. No. What am I doing? Playoff teams. Yeah, St. Louis playoff team. I don't think they will do deep runs. Um, so yeah, St. Louis over there. Tampa Bay Lightning. All right, Kucherov, Point, Stamkos, Hedman, Vasilevsky. They will all be old, man. They will all be very, very old. Some of them will probably have been out of the game. Kucherov maybe not, but like Stamkos, I'm pretty sure he will be retired. I don't think there will be that much of a spark in 5 years for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Honestly, I kind of want to put them mid low, but also want to put them in playoff team. Also, we can barely see the logo, but I don't know. Fringe could be the best, I guess, because they will battle for spots. Kucherov will be good, but they don't have prospects, man. They have barely any prospects, and that's what scares me for the future of the Lightning. Is just there's not gonna be much. So yeah, I think that's that. Toronto Maple Leafs. All right, their contracts in 5 years. Matthews will be what 30. Marner will be 31. I don't know, man. The Leafs they are a surprise. I think they could be just second round machines, but it's not gonna last for that long. They've been pretty decent in playoffs recently. Well, decent in regular season recently. They broke their first round curse, so maybe they will have a second round curse in the next 5 years. I'm gonna put them in five second round machines because I don't really know what's gonna happen with them. It's kind of bad, in my opinion. But yeah, if Matthews stays there, they will probably be a decent playoff team. Vancouver, all right. Yeah, right now they are good. They are extremely good. Um, Demko is gonna be around. I think every young player in Vancouver will still be around. So powerhouse for Vancouver, I think, is reasonable. If not Stanley Cup contender, I don't think. No, I was hesitating between second round and powerhouse, but I think I'll leave them at powerhouse just because it's a very young core that has potential, and they are proving to us this season that they can do a lot of damage. Um, is it enough to go all the way for the Stanley Cup? Maybe. Maybe in 5 years they will have accumulated a lot of experience in playoffs. So hopefully for them they can be a Stanley Cup contender team. But yeah, for now I have to put them in powerhouse, I think. As for Vegas, Vegas keeps surprising me in terms of depth, but at some point it'll just crash out because they traded so many picks. I don't know how many picks they have in the next drafts, but in my head they don't have many, and I think I'll have to put them mid low because uh, their core will be extremely well, not extremely old, but they're gonna struggle against the young teams that there will be in 5 years. I don't know if mid low is enough though. Maybe fringe. I'm hesitating between both, but I think I'll put them in mid low. Washington Capitals. I think I have to put them trash. I think I have to put them trash because I don't see much, man. I don't see much. After Ovechkin is gone, there's nothing. They're already struggling this season, so I don't really know how they will sustain a good team in 5 years. I'm pretty sure in 5 years they will be in the big rebuild, the Capitals and the Penguins. So yeah, I have to put them there. Winnipeg Jets, playoff team. I think their current core with the trade with Dubois, with Villardi, with Kupari, with Iafallo, they have a very good future. Hellebuyck, if he is still around, they will and hopefully being as good as he is right now. Winnipeg will be pretty good. I don't think they will be that good. Yeah, I think I'll keep them over there. And yeah, so that is pretty much it, everyone. Thank you for watching. Um, why am I silent? I wanted to say something. Wait. I kind of feel weird putting Devils alone in Stanley Cup contenders, but I don't know. I just feel like they have to. But to be honest, Anaheim in Stanley Cup contenders is probably a good answer. No, I do like it like this. I'm pretty confident that Islanders, Penguins, and Capitals will be in the bottom teams of the league in 2029. And then, wait, oh yes, so what I wanted to do is to count the amount of teams of each division that I put in playoff teams because there's way more than 16. So East, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 teams in the East. So I'm pretty decent with that. It's the West that is a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here I have 12 teams in the West for as playoff teams. But I think it's reasonable because right now the East is much more dominant than the West, aka the West is rebuilding faster than the East, and I think that's a good reason why I have 12 teams in the playoffs for 2029. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the matchups, the good teams will resemble like that in the future, in the near future. So yeah, thank you everyone once again for watching, and we'll see each other very soon.